It's 10 o'clock at night and the kitchen is calling you. You already ate dinner. You know you did. But something in your chest is pulling you toward the cabinet anyway, and you know exactly what's in there. You stand at the counter in the dark and you tell yourself, just one. And then it's not one. And then you're standing there feeling that specific kind of terrible, not hungry, not satisfied, just defeated. Again. You go to bed with that taste in your mouth and that weight in your gut. And you think, what is wrong with me? I cannot even get through one night. Here's what I want you to hear right now. There is nothing wrong with you. Nothing. That pull you feel, that magnetic, almost physical need for something sweet after dark, that is not a character flaw. That is not weakness. That is not you being lazy or undisciplined or beyond help. That is biology. That is chemistry. That is a system in your body that nobody ever sat you down and explained, doing exactly what it was built to do. The craving is not a moral failure. It is a signal, and signals can be changed. You were never taught how to change it. That is not your fault. You were told to use willpower. You were told to want it more. You were told to try harder. And every time that did not work, you took the blame. You blamed yourself for something that was never in your control to fix the way they told you to fix it. I know because I blamed myself for years. My name is Hank Mercer. I am 60 years old. I weighed 280 pounds in my early 50s. High blood pressure, blood sugar creeping in the wrong direction, knees that ached getting out of a chair. And every single night, without fail, I was raiding my own kitchen. I tried the plans. I tried the apps. I tried the willpower. I failed every time and I thought I was just weak. I am not a doctor and I am not a dietitian. I do not have a degree on my wall. What I have is a body that went from broken to working, using nothing that costs money, in a regular house with no gym membership, no supplements, no subscription box, and no coach. I figured this out the hard way, on my own, and I am going to tell you exactly what I did. I have nothing to sell you. No program, no product, no affiliate link. Just what worked for me, and the reason I think it might work for you. Now here's the part that changed everything for me, and I need you to really sit with this for a second. You do not have a sugar problem at night. You have a blood sugar problem in the morning. That is the reframe. The craving that hits you at 10 p.m. was set in motion 12 hours earlier, before you even got out of your pajamas. The night craving is just the receipt. The transaction happened at breakfast. And here is why nobody told you that. There is no money in telling you that. Think about it. If the fix is something you do at 7 in the morning with food you already have in your house for free, what does the diet industry sell you? What does the supplement company push? What does the weight loss app charge you $15 a month to track? Nothing. They need the problem to stay complicated. They need you to believe the answer is a product, a program, a pill, a powder, a meal replacement shake with a celebrity on the label. They profit from your confusion. I am not saying these are evil people. I am saying the incentive is to keep you subscribed, not fixed. The moment you are fixed, you stop buying. So the system never hands you the simple version. The simple version is free, and free does not fund a marketing budget. So let me give you the plain language version of what is actually happening. Look at me. Early 60s, lean, strong, climbing stairs without thinking twice. I didn't get here by luck or good genes. I got here after years of being heavy, stiff, and scared it was too late. I tried everything that fails people our age, and I finally figured out what works. Not theory, not some kid in a gym, real, hard-won experience from a man who's lived it. I put every bit of it into a guide made specifically for people over 60. No guesswork, just the truth and the steps. Trust someone who's actually walked it. Scan the QR code on your screen right now or tap the link below. When you skip a real breakfast or you eat something light, toast, a banana, a bowl of cereal, a coffee, and nothing else, your blood sugar spikes fast and then crashes. That crash happens before lunch. And when it crashes, your body sends out a stress signal. Cortisol goes up. Your brain starts scanning for fast energy. It files that away. It does not forget. By evening, after another spike and another crash from whatever you ate during the day, your brain is in full emergency mode. It wants glucose. It wants it fast. It knows exactly where to find it. That cabinet. That craving is not random. It is the end of a chain that started when you skipped the one thing that would have stabilized the whole system. Protein at breakfast. Specifically, enough protein to slow the blood sugar rise, keep you full, and keep cortisol quiet. When you do that, the chain never starts. The crash never comes. The evening signal never fires. The craving just does not show up. Or it shows up so quietly you can walk past it without even breaking stride. I want to mention quickly, if you find this kind of thing useful, the channel is called Hank Mercer Fit, and I put out videos like this every week. No fluff, no sales pitches, just what actually worked for a regular guy over 60. Okay, back to the method. Here is exactly what I did and what I want you to try. First, breakfast. 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. That is the number. 30 grams. Not 15, not 20, 30. Why 30? Because that is the amount research consistently points to for triggering satiety signals and actually slowing glucose absorption in a meaningful way. You do not need anything fancy. 3 eggs is about 18 to 21 grams. Add 2 or 3 ounces of leftover chicken, canned tuna, canned salmon, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a couple of turkey sausage links, and you are there. A can of sardines is 23 grams and costs about $1.25 at any grocery store. 2 eggs plus a cup of cottage cheese gets you there. This is not expensive food. This is regular food. Eat it within 30 minutes of getting up, not an hour, not after your coffee and your news and your shower. 30 minutes. Set your phone if you have to. This single step, done consistently for 3 days, will change what your body asks for at night. I am telling you from experience, it will feel different by day 3. Now, the second part, when the craving does hit, and it may still hit, especially the first day or two, because the habit loop is real and it has grooves. You do not fight it. Fighting it is willpower, and willpower runs out. Instead, you replace the 5-minute window. Here's what I mean. A craving, in most people, peaks and passes in about 5 minutes if you do not feed it. So you need something to do with those 5 minutes. Not something hard, not a workout, not a task. Something that uses your hands or your mouth or your attention just enough to carry you through the window. Here is what worked for me. I drank a full glass of cold water first, slowly. Here's something almost nobody your age has ever been told. The reason that weight won't budge isn't your willpower. It isn't your age. It's that you've been doing the same thing younger folks are told to do. And after 60, that flat out doesn't work anymore. I learned that the hard way. Spent years frustrated, clothes not fitting, feeling old before my time. Then I found what actually works for a body over 60. And let me tell you, it changed everything. I put it all in one simple guide. You owe it to yourself to see this. Scan the QR code on your screen now or tap the link in the description. Go! Then I did 5 minutes of slow, steady walking. Just inside my house. Living room to kitchen to bedroom and back. Or I went outside if it was nice. The physical movement, even that gentle, easy movement, shifts your attention and slightly raises your heart rate, and that is enough to interrupt the cue-reward loop. The craving is a loop. Cue, it is nighttime. Reward, sugar. You do not break the loop by resisting it. You break it by inserting a different behavior between the cue and the reward until the loop rewires. 3 days. That is all it takes for the loop to start losing its grip. By day 3, you will notice the craving is quieter. Not gone necessarily, but quieter. By day 7, most people tell me it barely shows up. Now I have to be straight with you, because this is the part most people skip, and it is actually the part that builds the most trust. This does not work for everyone in the same way. If your sugar cravings are tied to emotional eating, grief, loneliness, anxiety, stress you've been carrying for years, the protein breakfast will still help, but it will not be enough on its own. You may need to talk to someone, a therapist, a counselor, your doctor. That is not a weakness. That is just a different root cause, and it deserves a different tool. Also, if you have diabetes or are managing blood sugar medically, please talk to your doctor before changing your breakfast in any significant way. I am not your doctor. I am a guy who figured something out for himself, and if you have been using sugar as a coping tool for a long time, the habit layer runs deeper, and 3 days is a start, not a finish. You might need 3 weeks. That is okay. The direction is still right. I am just not going to sit here and promise you that one trick fixes everything, because it does not, and you deserve honesty more than you deserve a sales pitch. Here is the line I want you to write down somewhere, or screenshot, or just hold in your head. You do not need more willpower. You need a better morning. So here's what I want you to do this week. Tomorrow morning, within 30 minutes of waking up, eat 30 grams of protein. Just do it once. Then the next morning, do it again. And the morning after that. 3 days. That is the whole ask. 3 mornings. And when the craving hits on night 1 or night 2, drink a glass of cold water and walk for 5 minutes. Time it if you have to. Report back in the comments. Tell me what happened on night 3. I read every comment on this channel, and I want to know if this worked for you. And one more thing before you go, drop a number in the comments. Just a number. How many years have you been fighting this? The nighttime sweets, the failed diets, the start again Monday cycle? How long has it been going on? I want to know, because I think we are going to find out we all have more in common than we realize. And next week, I am going to show you the second piece of this, because once the cravings are quiet, there is a specific window, a 15-minute window in the evening, where most people over 60 are leaving serious fat-burning potential on the table without even knowing it. It costs nothing. It takes almost no effort, and almost nobody talks about it. Come back for that one. It is worth it.